Hey, thanks for joining in. I'm Jim Shawver, and I'm going to be covering 5 of the more popular questions surrounding PolyBak. So stay with me. So I'll touch on what it is, how it's made, the different instructions, is it green, some lamination questions, and the various sizes and colors. So the next 10 minutes will be in lieu of, say, a Zoom meeting or branch training. You can refer back to this at your leisure, but you will walk away a territory expert on all things PolyBak related. PolyBak is best known as a balancing backer material engineered for use with 3-ply panel constructions faced with either a vertical grade HPL or veneer, ideally on panels 3/4 inch or thicker. That's really our sweet spot. Now, it's a cost-saving alternative to phenolic without having to sacrifice performance. It will save your customer money and give you a chance to improve your margins. Now, your customers may refer to backers as paper backer, brown back, phenolic, reso back, or even gator ply. These are all common terms, and if you hear that, you're seated at the right opportunity table. Now, PolyBak is unique because it's one collection with multiple solutions. Used as a backer is the most common, or it can be used as a paintable overlay in plywood constructions and provides a very smooth surface for painting. It eliminates the patching and sanding associated with paintable veneers, which will save unwanted prep time and labor. PolyBak is the preferred substrate with 5-ply constructions as a crossband with veneer or vinyl because of its added strength, gluability, and flexibility. As my daughter suggested, PolyBak is the Spanx of the industry. You don't see it, it's not sexy, but everything it touches, it makes it work better. Now, it's made with 2 basic components, craft linerboard and a specialty resin. Craft linerboard and a specialty resin. Those 2 components set us apart from everybody else. A craft linerboard was chosen because of its enhanced tensile strength compared to craft paper, which is used in HPL. Now, if you think of corrugated boxes and how strong they are, that's because they are using a linerboard as part of their skin. Specialty resin, that provides the moisture resistance and the flexibility without it being phenolic. The chemistry eliminates the corner breaks or snapping you'd find with phenolic because there are no phenol resins. Now, positioning PolyBak will take a little time and effort to find, educate, and do some testing. But once it is adopted, it's like selling an insurance policy. It will continue to renew and allow you to be freed up to concentrate on other sales areas. It is one of the most extensive lines in the market. Only Richwood makes this. So for those of you who are old enough to remember the TV show Columbo, he was a quirky detective who always caught his suspect at the very end by asking one last question. So before you leave your sales call, just say, just one more thing. What backer are you using? There are 10 different constructions of PolyBak, all engineered for a particular application. It's like having a closet full of shoes. Choosing sandals to your work boots all depends on the occasion. Same with PolyBak. Choosing the right model depends on the application. We will use various thicknesses of craft linerboard and apply different levels of resin to achieve just the right price or performance level. Here's a quick review of each product. PGB is our most economical and thinnest at 0.011 or 11 thousandths. It comes in brown and black. Its performance level is considered basic, yet stronger than comparable craft paper. PGB stands for paintable gluable backer and is best used on thicker panels like 1 inch or 1 1/8. Now, many people are amazed at how well this works and say, man, this is a pretty good backer, PGB. Now, it's commonly applied under countertops because it adds an inexpensive moisture barrier, especially around sinks and dishwashers, or simply as a paintable skin for cabinet doors. It is also used on tops where there is an extra support like additional framework or support bar called a hat channel to help keep that panel stable. With PGB, we drive our resin to a certain depth allowing just enough fiber exposed on the back, which helps with bonding. Because of that, PGB comes unsanded. But like all PolyBak models, we ship with the glue side facing up. And the glue side facing up on all of our sheets and out with the rolls. If the customer is not sure what side to use, we ink the back side of the model with the product name and glue this side. PB42 is our next product. It's PGB with just more resin. And that comes sanded one side, and sanding helps ensure a better bond when cold pressing. PB67 Ivory is stepped up thickness at 0.016 and is very popular because of its ivory color, and commonly used with veneers for its flexibility and moisture resistance. PB69 is our flagship and the penny loafer in the closet because it's frankly appropriate in multiple applications. It comes with 3 different resin levels to meet either a price or performance standard. And that would include PB69 PGB, VNR, and PB69 standard. Ideal as you go consider backers or paintable skins. PB90 is our .024 and the snow boot of the collection for those more extreme conditions. For even higher performance, we add more resin and call it PB90 HP. And rounding out our collection is Ultra, or the work boot, for the ultimate in moisture and strength, and is stronger than phenolic. The numbers in the product name refer to the basis weight of the liner board and tells us how thick it is. For example, PB42 is a 42-pound liner board, and that is certain thickness 0.011. PB67 is 67 pound, PB69 is 69 pound. We know those refer to the thickness, which would be, in this case, an 020. So if your customer can't remember what he had ordered, but remembers how thick it was, we can cross-reference. 10 products, multiple constructions, multiple solutions. Paneled lamination is rare these days, but it can happen, so it could be a variety of reasons. Whether it's the HPL face or the backer, it's usually not the fault of the material and points to more to the process, but it's common to blame the material, so be prepared. Here are a few things to investigate. Number 1, determine if it's a hot or cold press and verify how much adhesive was used. There are 2 ways to measure the amount of adhesive. One is through a comb gauge and the other is a roller gauge. Now, we recommend the roller gauge because it's just easier to handle and is a little bit more accurate. It's pricey, but worth the investment. Measure the sides, middle, and end of the panel for a uniform coverage. Check the rollers for any uneven wear. Pressing small panels over a series of time can cause uneven wear and will affect the glue spread when larger panels are used. Was the correct open and close assembly time used? If the glued panel sits too long before being processed, it can cause the glue to prematurely set, affecting its final bond. There is an easy pull test you can perform to test the bond by simply grabbing the corner. If the backer is not bonding, you will want to test the face as well. The HPL can actually disguise pockets of weakness because of its rigidity. These are a number of things that you can check, but always feel free to give us a call. PolyBak has a great green story and very similar to Chex cereal being gluten-free. Now, my family loves cereal and we love Chex. They were one of the first cereals to promote being gluten-free, but it's been gluten-free since its introduction in the 1950s. They didn't change anything other than just making people more aware. PolyBak has always been green. There's no added formaldehyde or phenol resins. It is Green Guard Gold, Class A certified, and is FSC-CW. By promoting PolyBak, you can offer a decreased carbon footprint because it's manufactured here in Grand Rapids, Michigan, compared to, say, the import phenolics. PolyBak starts with a master roll of craft liner board. That is primarily brown, but we do have 1 black and one ivory available. The master roll gives us the ability of offering multiple widths and multiple lengths in both sheets and rolls. Some of the narrower widths, like the 25 and 31 inch wide, will have a 2-unit minimum because we're splitting a master roll in half and we're asking you to take those 2. All PolyBak models are available in sheets or rolls except our Ultra. Ultra being that ultimate, the thickest one. And that's only available in sheets.